Oh, topspin. That's it, that's it. Come on, you can win this. Oh, yes, well played, well played.
Come on, move your arse. Pub, football, England v Moldova. Let's go.
We didn't start for another hour. Come in, I found this really great footage of me playing tennis when I was 12.
Come on.
You should have come in, you know. Great memories. Tournaments won. I was number 2 in Sussex as a junior, you know. My dad reckoned I could have turned pro at one point.
Becoming a writer, although your books are hardly works of genius, was the correct career choice for you. Your dad was deluded.
You were just saying that because you're bitter.
4-0, not a bad result.
Steve, it was Moldova. Wherever that is.
And there's no easy games anymore.
Well, not for England, certainly.
But those footballers are professionals. They know what they're doing, which is why your dad was deluded about you being a tennis player. It's a big leap from being a useful kid to a professional sportsman like those footballers. I bet some of them could whip your ass at tennis.
Rubbish.
So you're saying that you could beat all 22 of those footballers?
Of course I could. Footballers are rubbish at tennis. I mean, this is a pointless discussion anyway. I'd never be able to prove you wrong.
Yes, you could. You could challenge them to a game.
Oh, of course I could. Why didn't I think of that? The agents and managers of Beckham and Gascoigne would be delighted for their players to meet me at the local courts. I mean, get real, Steve.
All right, then. I bet you that you couldn't beat the Moldovans because they wouldn't have managers and agents, would they?
Steve, what possible motive could I have for shaking on a bet like that?
Tony, wait. You're saying if you lose this bet, you have to strip naked and sing the Moldovan National Anthem in front of the tube station?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because it suddenly occurred to me it'll make a great idea for a book. And you, as my brilliant agent, can secure me a nice, healthy advance.
Maybe that could work. You'll have to come up with a nice, snappy title, though.
I can do that.
Brilliant, Tony. Just blasted the ball past a girl who hasn't played for 3 years and who has a bad foot.
Yeah, well, I want to get into practice.
Does Steve know about the book deal?
Nah, he thinks it's all about proving him wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is wrong. It's just not what it's all about.
So it's all just so you can get a book out of it?
Have you ever been to the former Soviet Union, Tony?
No.
Well, it's no walk in the park.
Look, it'll all be a laugh. There'll be semi-professionals or amateurs glad of the break in the same old boring routine. They'll happily lose to me, then we'll go to a bar and drink vodka together.
So when are you off on this big adventure then?
As soon as I can get a visa. Actually, you don't happen to know anyone Moldovan, do you, by any chance?
I don't believe this, but actually I do. Yeah, he's in a Moldovan Beatles tribute band.
Tony, what the hell are you doing in Liverpool?
Well, it's the first stage of going to Moldova.
What's Liverpool got to do with Moldova? And anyway, you're not still insisting on going through with this, are you?
Yes, I am. I'm a man of honour. I mean, would a sincere man go back on a bet?
Well, that's very noble of you, Tony. You still don't think you're going to win this, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you're wrong, mate. Because one of them is bound to be very, very good.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hi guys, my name's Tony. Great set, by the way. Listen, this is an odd one, but I have to go to Moldova.
What?
The thing is, I can't get a visa unless I'm invited by a Moldovan, and you're the only Moldovans I've managed to find. Let me put it another way. Would you guys like a drink?
Yeah. So, you want us to sign the visa of a complete stranger that we have never met before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Steve, you will be very displeased to learn that these Moldovans are actually a nice bunch. And one of them, I think it was Paul McCartney, he's put me in touch with his friend Karina, who has organised for me 1, a translator, and 2, a nice family of doctors for me to lodge with. So, I think this is going to be rather easy.
Welcome aboard Flight 631 to Chisinau, Moldova. We hope you have a pleasant flight.
Кстати, она самым лучшим образом характеризует мое нынешнее настроение. Надеюсь, и ваше тоже, друзья мои. Но я любимой музыки на волне Аквариум ФМ. Меня зовут Анастасия Чарльз. Что не нравится?
100.
It says 50 on the meter.
Huh? 100. Distance.
Hi, I'm Tony.
Grigore.
Hello.
Dina.
Hi.
Adrian
Hello.
și Elena.
Hello.
Adriane, ia-o pe Elena la tine.
Tată! Ascultă, vezi ce zice.
So, this is nice. Do you speak English?
Very little.
A fost un drum lung. Ești obosit.
You want to show me to my room?
Rum, nu. Nevastă mea gătește extraordinar. A făcut o masă pe cinste. Sper că nu ești la dietă. Ții dietă?
Da, da. Nu, nu.
Atunci mergem.
Bine ai venit în Moldova, Tony.
Thank you.
Deci cu ce te ocupi aici în Moldova?
My father wants to know what you are doing here in Moldova.
Well, I'm here to win a bet.
A bet?
Yes, a bet.
What is a bet?
Well, a bet is when one person says they can do something and another person says they can't do it. Well,
E un pariu.
Ah, yes. A bet. And what is the bet?
well, I have to beat the entire Moldovan national football team at tennis 1 by 1.
You are very optimistic.
How much is the bet for?
Well, if nothing, the loser has to do a forfeit.
And what is the forfeit?
I'll tell you when I've beaten them all. Frost.
We say noroc. Prost means stupid. Stupid.
Frost. Sorry.
Noroc.
Noroc. Okay.
Noroc.
Oh, really? Noroc. I know two things about Moldova. The wine is good, and the brandy
is even better. And I'm off to a good start.
Are you Julian?
Yes.
The translator?
Yes.
I'm Tony. Pleased to meet you.
Oh. So, it's you?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's go. So, I was told you have to beat the entire Moldovan national football team at tennis, is that right?
That's the bet, yeah. I have to beat all the players who played at Wembley on September the 10th. So how far is this Moldovan media centre?
Oh. You know, actually we're going the wrong way. We should go this direction. Yeah, this way, this way.
Any idea how to go about tackling this bet?
No. Corina will have some ideas.
I have no ideas. I think that what you want to do will be impossible.
Great.
But Tony, why you are doing this? It is really about winning a bet?
Yeah.
Are you very good at tennis, Tony?
I was number 2 in Sussex as a junior.
Where is Sussex?
Everyone! This is Tony, I was telling you about, from England. The one who has come here to play the Moldovan national football team at tennis. Does anyone have any questions for Tony? Right? This is the desk where you and Julian can make calls and plan a strategy. So, Tony, what do you know about Moldova?
Well, I know that they lost 4-0 to England at Wembley, and that da means yes and nu means no.
Well, you have a lot more to learn if you want to survive in Moldova.
I'm not sure how this will help.
It's always a good idea to have a visual picture of what your challenge is. As I beat the footballers, I'll strike their names off one by one.
We'll see.
Is this how people read the papers here?
Well, not everybody can afford newspapers in Moldova.
Who's that?
This is Moldova's great hero, Ștefan cel Mare, which means Stefan the Great.
Stefan cel Mare. What did he do?
He defended our land against the Poles, Hungarians and Turks. He was victorious in 34 of 36 battles.
Good man. When was his last victory?
1497, I think.
Has Moldova won anything since then?
No. We have had 500 years of occupation and oppression. Tony, this is Andrei, the team translator. Hello, Tony.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is a list of the players that we need to play. Most of them play for one club, Zimbru Chișinău. Also, others players play for FC Constructorul and Moldova Gaz.
Sounds easy. Should be out of here within the week.
But 3 of them play for one club in Transnistria.
Oh, that's not good.
Why not?
Transnistria is an illegal breakaway republic within Moldova, a bandit country.
Also, FC Constructorul is owned by Valeriu Rotaril, the green one. Zilyon.
This is not good either. This guy is violent. People say he has beaten up referees whose decisions have displeased him.
It's okay. I'm not a referee. Here's the money for our first week together.
Thank you. What will we do tomorrow?
I thought we could start at the training ground of Zimbru Chisinau. Do you know where that is?
No. But it's somewhere here in Chisinau, I guess.
It's great having you on board, Julian.
It's easy to look up.
One of the players I need plays for a club called Moldova Gaz, another for FC Constructorol. "17 seconds.
What?
That's how long he was in here. Not much joy in the way he drinks.
He is not drinking to try and find joy. He is drinking to deaden the pain.
Okay, here's the song for my adventure. Masterpiece. Gonna play their goalie, Denis Romanenko. Then I'll play Rogashov and Sergei Stroenko. I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. That's all I've written so far, but there'll be more to come.
Gata, am ajuns.
Îmi pare că nu e aici.
Băi, tu vezi scrii poarta așa, FC Zimbru. Eu văd scrii poarta așa, că nu schior, dar noi trebuie să ne întoarcem la stânga, acolo unde se prima dată. Păi tu ne-ai zis să te aduc la Zimbru, am și vrei de la mine.
What's happening, Julian?
The driver is saying that this is the place, but I'm telling him that he's wrong.
We want the training ground for FC Zimbru, right?
Yes, but this is not it. Hai înapoi.
Ia, zacalibit, băi.
Weren't we here about an hour ago?
Yes, but the training ground is in another part of the city.
But it clearly says Zimbru on the gates.
Yes, but this is not the training ground.
Even though the place we're looking for is called Zimbru.
Okay, this is not the place, but I will go and ask. This is the place. The players are training in there.
So this is the right place. That's good.
It's not all good. The man I was talking to is the club's president. I told him what you are going to do, and he said they are operating a closed regime at the moment. No one is allowed in the grounds.
This is disastrous.
Well, we can try the others. Moldova Gaz or FC Constructor, they are both here in Chisinau.
Have you managed to find out where they are yet?
Not yet.
Și noi avem meci odată la 2 zile.
So, what did he say?
Not good. He said that they are playing matches every other day, the same as Zimbru Chisinau.
The football teams play each other every other day. What kind of a country is this?
It's a normal country.
У меня нет времени заниматься вашими глупостями.
Это не глупости, вы поймите. Он поспорил, что побьет всю нашу футбольную команду Молдовы, побьет в теннис.
Скажи ему, что он сошел с ума.
Да я пробовал говорить, но его невозможно убедить.
Скажи ему еще раз.
I have another plan.
And what plan is this?
We approach the players direct. I brought Wimbledon t-shirts with me when I came. We give them to the players as presents. Send them on ahead with a covering letter explaining what I'm all about.
T-shirts. And you think this will work?
I don't know. I don't know for sure if it will work. But if we don't try, how will we ever know? This is going to make me ill.
No, this is nice. Kefir. It's good for you.
So, Tony, was today a good day?
Not really. I didn't make an awful lot of progress.
I do not see how you will succeed.
Why not?
I do not think that the players will agree to play you.
They might just want to help. I think they will.
It is a big risk, no?
Not to risk anything is to risk everything.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask that. Elena, what do you think it means?
I think it means that Tony will win his bet.
What's wrong with this plumbing?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes in the UK we like to shower with our clothes on.
Really?
No, it was a joke.
Tony, I have decided to be a Romanian teacher. I have a sentence for you to say.
That's great. What is it?
Mă numesc Tony, sunt din Anglia. Am făcut un pariu că îi voi bate la tenis pe toți din echipa națională de fotbal. Vreți să jucați cu mine?
What's it mean?
It means my name is Tony, I'm from England. I have made a bet to beat the national football team at tennis. Will you play with me?
Great. I shall use it on the first footballer I meet.
And when will that be?
I don't know. But soon. Quite soon.
Okay. We'll practice the sentence in the morning at breakfast.
It's a date.
Bye.
something that you ate.
Or drank. This is it?
I think so.
Unbelievable. In the middle of nowhere. So no turnstiles. Don't you have to pay?
No, I think it's free.
The Zimbru Chișinău are Moldova's top club. They've won the championship 5 out of the last 6 times. And how do they afford to pay the players? Not that charging would make any difference.
They are Zimbru's fans.
And who are they playing again?
Olympia Belt.
So that's the Olympia lot.
Yep.
And where are the police? It's like a tinderbox down there. This could go off any minute.
Tony, I'm going to find the toilet, okay?
Tenis Romanenko. Of course, goalie, Oleg Fistikan. There you are. Ion Testament. There you are, my beauties. Come on, linesman. Clearly offside. Isn't that the guy that we spoke to outside the training ground?
Yes, it's the club president.
We should speak to him after the game. Ask if I can talk to the players I need to beat.
I think he'll say no.
Why?
I just think so. You get big crowds for football in Great Britain, yes?
The big clubs do, yeah.
Do you like living in Great Britain?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
I think that you are lucky to live in such a place.
We have our problem, believe me.
Not such as ours, I'm sure.
I thought things were better for you now you're out of the Soviet system.
You know, before, the shops had the same old stuff, just things that the government organized for us. We had no choice. Now the new shops are full of products, we can choose what we like, but we can't afford any of it. So, you decide which is best. He said that the players are in a bad mood and they don't want to talk with you.
Right, I've had enough of this. Ion Testamentanu? Ma numesc Tony, sunt din Anglia. Am făcut un pariu că voi bate la tenis pe toți din echipa națională de fotbal. Vreți să jucați cu mine?
Я не говорю по-английски.
What did he say?
He said that he doesn't speak English.
Julian, what are those buildings up ahead?
We call them the gates of Chișinău.
They're great. I want to film them. Ask the driver to slow down, will you?
Mergeți un pic mai încet, vreau să termineze porțile orașului. Oh, enough, Tony, enough.
Thanks, nearly got it, nearly got it. Okay, got it, got it.
Oh.
What do you think? He's mad.
I think we should stop. This is not good. And now what should I do?
Talk to him, I guess.
И он иностранец, он просто хотел снять это видео.
Или ты офигел? Или тебе задуши здесь?
Все, он
как пташку, блин.
Все.
Или тебя научить, а?
Все.
Научитесь ездить нормально.
Все.
Oh my god.
That guy, he's well known. A very powerful man. They call him the television.
Why?
Because he's famous for having crashed his car while watching television in it.
Still, at least he could have watched himself being cut free from the wreckage live on the local news channel. Julian, I'm sorry about what happened.
I tell you, we're lucky. It could have been much worse, believe me.
Well, what could have happened?
He could have beaten me up. He could have beaten you up. He does what he likes, he's mafia.
What about the police?
Police. The police, the mafia, what's the difference? Remember, I told you I'm translating for a 3-day conference?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Well, it starts tomorrow. Do you have plans?
Yeah. Yeah, I have plans.
Good morning, Tony.
Oh, Adrienne.
Yeah?
How'd you get to Orhale-Vec?
Why?
I want to go sightseeing. Is there a bus?
Yeah. Are you sure you are ready to have a go with our public transport?
I'm sure.
It's complicated.
I can handle complicated.
As you wish. I will draw you a map.
Mulțumesc, doamnă. Spuneți, vă rog, la unde trebuie să...
Bună ziua. Luați-vă.
Orhale-Vec.
Yes, ok. Luați-vă. Acolo.
Are you American?
No, English.
Oh, English. It's good. Where I go?
Orhale-Vec.
But you must take a second bus after that.
Yes, I've explained to the driver. He's going to tell me.
Oh, okay.
What time does the bus leave?
Then it is full.
Well, it is full, isn't it?
Not yet.
Mister! Sir!
Mister, finita, state. Orheiul vechi. Please, please.
He's saying that this is where you must get off for Quebec.
Tell him I've changed my plans. I can't face another bus journey like this. I'll get off at the next town or hay and I'll get a taxi home.
Okay, I will tell him. Domn șofer, dumnealui și-a schimbat
Mister m-a rugat la Orheiul vechi.
Domnul șofer, vă explic, dumnealui și-a schimbat planurile. Nu vrea să mai meargă la Orheiul vechi.
Uite, o lume întreagă în salonul ăsta l-așteaptă pe misterul ăsta.
El apreciază grija dumneavoastră, dar și-a schimbat planurile. Nu vrea să mai meargă la Orheiul vechi. Merge direct la Orhei ca să se întoarcă după asta. Nu vrea să mai...
Taxi!
I guess you'd have been hoping to have a few more names crossed out by now.
Well, it could be going better, certainly.
Where's Julian?
He's at a conference.
How is it going with him?
Actually, not very well. He's a bit negative.
Yes, but let me tell you a story which might go some way to explain. His grandparents had saved hard all their lives and they finally had enough money to buy a house. Then the Moldovan currency collapsed overnight, and in the morning their savings were enough to buy them a joint of meat.
Wow, how did they cope?
It killed them. Within 2 years they were both dead.
What are you going to do today?
I don't know.
Would you like to come with us to church?
Yeah, okay.
But you have to dress smart.
This is pretty much all I have.
I suppose God will forgive you. I lend you a shirt.
Tony, my father wants to show his hospital. Will you come?
No, Tony. The government makes many promises for us, but they don't give us our money. Sometimes we're waiting our salary 6 months. Yeah. This incubator are from 60s. We had a doctor visit from the United Kingdom and he said that if this incubator are in British hospital, the National Health Service could be sued.
Hi.
Hi.
My father is embarrassed to ask you, but I was wondering if you could pay him for next week's rent in advance. Do not tell him that I asked this.
Okay. I'll leave the money on the fridge.
Manhole.
So don't you guys ever wish you had the Soviets back? I mean, at least there weren't holes in the street.
My parents' generation, maybe. The reason why it is difficult is because for more than half a century we have been like caged birds. Now the cage is open, but we don't know how to fly.
So the flying's down to your generation, yeah? You and Elena.
We will leave Moldova, Tony, as soon as we can.
Good, wasn't it?
It was great.
So, what happens now?
We wait for the second half.
Well, shall we go to the bar?
There is no bar.
Well, what about an ice cream? Do you want ice cream?
There is no ice cream.
Or tea or coffee? Or someone selling programs? And what do you guys do in the interval?
We're waiting for the second half.
Well, that's absurd. I'm not just going to sit here. I'm going to go for a wander, all right? Do you want to come?
Why?
Well, something might happen.
I don't think anything is going to happen.
Just watch, okay? I'm going to go for a wander, and I guarantee that something will happen.
What kind of thing?
I don't know. I might witness a couple falling in love. I might get involved in a political discussion. I might bump into somebody I know from back home.
Tony, you're in Chisinau. How are you going to bump into somebody you know from back home?
By not sitting here all through the interval. Fantastic music, isn't it? Foarte bine.
I don't think anything is going to happen.
You watch. I guarantee that something will happen.
Dave! Dave! What are you doing here?
This is extraordinary. Here I am in Chisinau, Moldova, and who should I run into? None other than Dave Sanderson from my local newsagent in London. I can't seem to make anything happen in this bloody country. But I'm going to make damn sure I win this bet. I've had an idea.
Julian's back from his conference tomorrow, and I'm going to persuade him to take me to see the guy they call the Green One. And I'm going to ask him for something very specific. We're going to tell him I'm from the BBC.
What?
It's very simple. Go in, I pretend to be a TV reporter. I ask him questions about his club, I pander to his ego, and then when the time is right, I ask him if I can play his football or at tennis.
I don't think this is a good idea.
So, Mr. Rataru, you're both trainer and president of this club. Is it difficult to combine both roles?
Domnule Rotaru, dumneavoastră sunteți și antrenor
Mersi mult. I speak English.
That's great. Mr. Rutaru, you're both trainer and president of this club. Is it difficult to combine both roles?
Yes.
Well, your club won the championship, I believe, 2 years ago.
Yes.
That must have been a very proud moment for you.
Yes.
Ask him if I can play Oleg Shishkin.
Right now? Domnule Rotaru, vă întreabă dacă dumneavoastră învoiți pe Oleg Shishkin, jucătorul dumneavoastră, să joace cu el tenis.
You want to play Oleg Shishkin at tennis?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
I'm nervous he won't turn up. The weird thing is, the commentator isn't in my head yet.
The commentator?
Whenever I'm facing a really big challenge in my life, I hear this commentator giving me a cliché-ridden version of everything that's happening. It's like the whole thing's on TV. Hi, Tony. Thanks for agreeing to play me.
Спасибо, что ты согласился сыграть с ним.
Но у меня нет ракетки.
He said that he doesn't have a racket.
Doesn't matter, tell him I'll lend him one.
Это не проблема. Вот теннисный корт, где вы будете играть.
Good news him not having a racket, eh? Suggests he doesn't play very much.
Unless he's bluffing.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to watch.
I thought you had school.
My mother allowed me to miss my first class. Good luck. Woo! I think you will win.
Me too.
go back to school now, Tony. Just 10 more to beat now.
Okay, guys, camera's rolling.
Меня зовут Олег Шишкин, и я только что проиграл Тони в теннис.
Алло? Здравствуйте. Олег Шишkin dal мне ваш номер. O oră? Bine, noi vă așteptăm. Da, mulțumesc. You should go easy on the beer, Tony. Fistican în România ca on their way.
Mă numesc Coleg Fistican, am jucat tenis cu Tony și am pierdut.
Sunt Denis Romanenko și a pierdut la Tony în tenis.
Well, it didn't rain.
No.
And I have the phone number of 4 more players who'll play me in the next couple of days. I think, unlike most professional tennis players, I'll allow myself a few drinks tonight.
Mai întâi de toate am un toast. Tony cel Mare.
Prost. Tony Chomari, I like it.
I forgot. There is a fax for you. It is from Vladimir Balazov.
Well, he's the president of Dynamo Rybnastria, Sergei Struvenko's club.
I will translate. Dear Mr. Hawks, I received a letter and a t-shirt. I'm happy for you to come and meet me anytime you like. You will be my guest and I own a hotel which has a tennis court and I will arrange for you to play Stroenko, Rogachov and Curtianu.
This is great news.
Tony, it's Transnistria.
So?
They have their own police force, their own army, and they operate strict border controls, even though they are not recognized by the international community.
I hate that, when the international community don't recognize you and walk straight past without nodding.
Don't joke, Tony. This is not good news. This place is run by bandits. It's not safe to go there.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Listen, why we're meeting here?
Because we're going on a trip.
Where?
Transnistria.
What?
Transnistria.
Tony, there is no way we're doing this. It is dangerous.
Well, that's what Karina said. I wish you Moldovans would just chill a bit. The president of Rybnastria Football Club has invited me and he said I can play 3 of his players.
You like your camera? So will the border police. Say goodbye to it. Okay, wait. This is all your responsibility.
Relax. Just try being positive for once.
are in the right place now. This place is crazy as well.
Anything at all to recommend it?
The phone calls into public telephones are free.
Well, that's not bad.
But no one has anything good to say to each other. I don't think he's coming.
He'll come. This will be him.
Maybe. This is Baladov. He doesn't seem in a good mood.
Вчера ночью ограбили Строенко. Уроды. Они ударили его по голове и забрали $300. А сегодня не пришел на тренировку.
What's he saying?
It's not good. His player Stroyenko was robbed last night and he didn't come to training today. His team are playing on Wednesday. You cannot play tennis with any of his players before then.
This means I won't be able to play Stroyenko for at least 3 days.
Yes, he says at least.
This is completely at odds with what he told me when he invited me. Tell him that.
I have. He says just that's how it is.
Проходите, милости просим.
Tommy, I think we should go in.
Well, what else are we going to do? Have a picnic on his lawn?
I don't like it.
You don't have to like it, Julian. You have to translate. I'm paying you, remember?
I remember, believe me, I remember.
Оу, вы идете или нет? А? Выпьем. Давай, давай, давай. Вот это вот, видишь, вот это вот я сам собственно телефон рукам. Это вот, раз, два, три, это все нормально, давай, идемте, это мой ребята, это все ребята. Давайте, 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 быстрее. Вот так, это мое все. Показываю гениальную вещь, пацаны. Это называю я его космодром. Смотри сюда. Тихонечко. Понял? Ты что делается? Ебать того мента в бороду, ёпты! Здесь ты будешь играть со Строенко. Этот корт сделали по моему проекту. Переведи ему.
He says that this is where you can play Stroyenko. He designed the court himself.
It's completely the wrong size.
I'm not going to translate this. Well, Mr. Balazov says that he wants you to bring people here from England. They can stay in his luxury hotel, and he says that you can take a percentage.
He wants to go into business with me.
He wants you to do a piece to camera, just saying how wonderful this place is.
He's joking.
Look, it doesn't matter what you say. He cannot understand. I will translate something which is okay for him. Just do it, Tony. We need to keep this guy happy. Give me the camera. Хорошо.
Go. Mr. Balatsov is very vulgar in the way he flaunts his obscene wealth.
Mr. Balazov очень гостеприимный хозяин.
He's best described as being the arsehole of the universe.
Я уверен, что у нас получится совместный бизнес.
Буду рад.
Mr. Balatsov needs all this material wealth to compensate for the fact that he has an extremely small penis.
Я уверен, я очень рад, что я выпил этот прекрасный бренди, которым мистер Балазов нас так радушно угостил. Oh, tape is ended. I need to change it. Я поменяю кассету.
Ну, конечно, меняю.
You could have made this easier for me.
Look, just don't worry about doing any more filming, okay? Just tell him that I do want to go into business with him.
Мы говорим о кассете.
Tell him my money's back in Chisinau and we need to go there and come back another time. Let's just get out of here while he's in a good mood.
Пойдем. Пойдем.
We were lucky.
Maybe.
There is no maybe about it. We were lucky.
Right, Steve, you better start worrying, matey, because I've just had some very good news from my translator, Julian. He's been contacted by some coaches from the football clubs, and 4 more players have agreed to play me. So when I beat them, and I surely will, that will bring the total to 7.
Sunt Iure Miterev și am pierdut de la Tony în tenis.
Я Виталий Кулебаба, sunt Radu Rebeja și am pierdut la Tony în tenis.
Of course, it all means nothing if I don't get the other 4.
Are they in Transnistria?
Yeah, which means I'll have to go back there and try and persuade Balatsov to be more reasonable.
Not necessarily. There is a conference for the football presidents in Chisinau. Balazov will be at the Hotel National.
What, right now?
As we speak.
Balatsov. Balatsov. Football. Football. Yeah? Should we go in?
I don't think so. There may be a meeting going on.
Мне перевели твою кассету. Это у тебя хуй маленький, а не у меня. Появишься в Приднестровье. Арестуют нахуй!
He says that he watched the tape that we left behind and he had what you said translated. And he said that it is your penis that is small, not his, and he said that if you return to Transnistria, he knows people who can arrest you.
You can be arrested in Transnistria for having a small penis? That's very harsh.
So, what are you going to do?
You are joking with me, Tony, yes?
No. The bet is lost. And what can I do if I can't get permission to play the players in Transnistria? It's too dangerous for me to go there.
But I told everyone at my school that you will win.
I know. But in life you have to accept you don't always win. We have an expression. You win some, you lose some.
You told me that you would win.
So, what will you do today?
I wanted to do something nice for Julian, so I've arranged for us to go on a sightseeing tour of Orheilvek. Maybe we can get along better now.
I forgot to get this to you earlier. Your flight ticket back to London. You leave tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Thanks.
I thought you weren't going to give up, Tony.
There's nothing more I can do. Look, Julian, I know this has been hard for you.
It had not been hard. It was just a job. You paid me, didn't you?
I just want you to know I understand.
Do you? Do you, Tony? You came here with a stupid idea and tried to convince us it's important. And now what? Now you turn around and you buy a nice, comfortable seat on a nice, comfortable plane back to your nice, comfortable life. For us, life is not a game. It's survival. So what is it that you understand, Tony?
Has an idea. Earlier today she was on the bus with the mother-in-law of a national team player. They have a match in Belfast against Northern Ireland in just a few weeks.
And?
And And she thinks that it would be a good idea if you go to Belfast and play the players you cannot play here.
This could work. This could actually work. Your mother's a genius.
Tony, our house will be empty without you.
Spill the beans. Which one of us won the bet?
It's not over yet. I have an appointment with Andrei Ixari. He's the translator of the Moldovan national football team. Andrei, welcome to Belfast.
Tony, hello. Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Vataman, the team's PR officer. Hello.
Hello.
We have spoken with the chief coach and he has no objections if you play with the players you need tomorrow morning after breakfast.
That's brilliant. I'll book a court at the Belfast Indoor Tennis Centre.
Okay.
Just want to thank you for your cooperation in all this. One remaining player and then the bet is won.
Yes, he knows and he's ready and winning. Sergei!
Sergei?
Sergei Kleshenko.
But I don't need Sergei Kleshenko. He didn't play at Wembley. I need Marin Spinu.
Spinu. But Marian Spinu is not here. He has not been picked for the national squad. Подожди, пожалуйста. He was transferred to an overseas club last month. So he is now playing his football in Israel.
Israel?
Israel? You've lost the plot, mate. But I admire your persistence. Actually, my old mate Johnny lives in Israel, and he's a sports physio. He knows a lot of footballers, and he could probably set up the game for you. If you fax me where you're staying, I'll sort it.
Hello, is that Johnny?
Tony, hi. Just spoke to Steve. We'll get Spino for you, no problem. We'll have a car pick you up in the morning to take you to his tennis club.
Okay, what about his tennis club? What's Spinu doing having a tennis club?
Hi, Elena.
Adrian, Tony.
Listen, tell everyone I've beaten 10 out of the 11 players.
I knew you were going to do it.
Adrian is here too.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Adrian. Listen, today's a big day. I play the last player, Marin Spinu.
Oh.
You must win, you must win.
Yeah, I must win.
So this is it for Tony Hawks, the big day. Yes, Tony, it's me talking inside your head. And we're all wondering, Wimbledon champion Pat Cash with me as well inside your head, what Spinu will be like. Well, he certainly looks the part. Handsome, young, athletic. There's a touch of Nadal there, wouldn't you say, Pat?
Probably a little younger than you expected.
Sure he is. Well, there's a big crowd inside Tony's head as well. Looking forward to this one, and a lot of them probably hoping that Spinu, with his youthful exuberance, will win it. It's hard to call it.
But perhaps the Hawks' experience will make the difference.
Here we go. It's tense, it's tight. Hawks to serve.
Oh, that's a terrific forehand volley.
Oh, very nice touch. First blood to Hawks. Let's hope we can keep this going. Hawks well up now, playing beautiful tennis. Oh, very nice touch shot, and Hawks now 1 set up, so it's going well for the British player. Well, the fire's gone out a little bit in Hawks now, hasn't it? And Spinu here coming back into this match dangerously. Oh!
Oh, and Spinu gets to the net confidently there, quickly moves in.
Yep, showing what he's capable of, and that he's capable of getting back into this match. Oh, nice shot from Spinu. Nice touch. Oh, this is going one way this set. Set point now to Spinu. Oh, and it doesn't get more emphatic than that. 1 set all, worrying times for Hawks as they move into the tie-break decider. Well, Hawks is nothing if not a fighter. He can still do this. He wants it. Come on, Tony. That's more like it. That's what he was doing in the first set.
And that's a great move.
Always good to get first blood in the tie-break too, Pat. And Hawks has played the tiebreak of his life out here. He's 2 points from victory. Oh, great forehand there from Hawks. Takes him to match point, 1 point away from winning that bet. He's on the brink of victory now. 10 matches he's won, but he needs this 11th to win it. I thought Hawks was going to do it the first time of asking there, but he couldn't do it. Oh, and now it's Hawks who's match point down with that weak shot. Surely you're not going to lose after all this. Oh, both players hitting very tentatively out there. Neither wants to lose this. A lot at stake for Hawks. Spinu wants to win as well. Hawks into the net. And oh, no, the unthinkable has happened. He's fallen at the last hurdle. Poor Tony. Steve was right all along. One of them was bound to be very good, and it was Marin Spinu. Well, 10 out of 11, it's not a bad effort from Hawks, but he knows it's not good enough. He wanted 11 out of 11. He needed 11 out of 11. And Spinu knows what he's done.
Thank you. Friends, acquaintances, opportunists who've just come here on the off chance of seeing a penis. I'd like to introduce to you now someone without whom none of this would have been possible. He's yours and my old mate, Steve.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, Tony has spent a huge amount of time and effort chasing Moldovan footballers across the globe and is about to make a very dull presentation of his evidence. And remember, whoever turns out to be the loser tonight has to take off all his clothes outside the tube station and sing the Moldovan National Anthem. It's a cold night, Tony, so you won't look your best.
Steve. Now, I just want to introduce a very special guest we have with us this evening, all the way from Moldova. She's at a course in Oxford, but she's joined us tonight. A round of applause for Karina Capescu. And without further ado, let's switch off the lights, lower the screen, and watch the evidence. Thanks very much for coming along this evening for this momentous occasion. I've edited a little film together of me taking on the Moldovan footballers at tennis. Enjoy. My first opponent, Oleg Shishkin, wasn't a major talent. But he did have something over his colleague Mitarev. At least he could hit the ball. Testimitano? Well, he hardly had the serve of Andy Roddick. Whereas Fistican didn't either. Well, I can tell you that Spinu turned out to be much better than all the rest. It was a very tight game indeed, and it all came down to this final point. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid after all that effort, I did fall at the final hurdle. In a moment, I'm going to ask you all to step outside and I shall perform the forfeit to the bet. Before I do that, let's all just take one more look at the screen and see someone else who's got something else to say pertinent to this subject.
My name's Johnny Denton. And I'm an old mate of Steve's, now living and working in Israel. On Steve's instructions, I arranged for Tony to play Marin Spinu. As you'll know by now, Tony lost to him. What you don't know is what Tony discovered when he went to the Dead Sea.
Okay, I've just read this article in the sports pages of an Israeli newspaper, and there's a picture of Marin Spinu, who bears absolutely no resemblance to the footballer I've just played. So, I'm going to go to Jerusalem, locate this Johnny friend of Steve's, and find out what the hell's been going on.
It wasn't the Moldovan footballer that Tony played, but a tennis coach from a tennis club in Jerusalem. I'm sorry, Steve, but you found out, I'm afraid.
And here's what happened when I found the real Marin Spinu. I have done it. I've beaten the entire Moldovan national football team at tennis.
Okay. Tony found out about my ringer. But I'm not afraid of what I've got to do, so I suggest we have a 10-minute interval so I can prepare myself mentally. Yeah? I am an honest man, I am a just man, and when the music strikes up, I will genuinely remove my pants.
Dear Julian, just thought you might like to know that I finally won the bet. I just wanted to thank you for your help in it all. What you said at Orhay, well, you were right, I didn't understand. I thought I did, but I didn't. Anyway, I've decided to do something about it. Narok, Tony. I've heard this government is more understanding than the one before.
Yes. Much younger, much brighter. Things are changing. People are changing.
Yeah, I read about the riots over the election results. I saw the footage on TV. People never would have dared to have done that 10 years before.
This country is not the same as it was when you made your great adventure. We are copying you in the West now.
Yeah, you want to watch that?
Anii trecuți am reușit să schimbăm atitudinea oamenilor față de ceea ce ați face. Am reușit, dar încă mai sunt multe de făcut. Avem încredere în viitor. Mulțumesc!
Forgive me for lapsing into English now, because as you've heard, my Romanian isn't very good. Today marks the first day of our appeal to raise money for a new and bigger centre so that the work of Diana, Grigori and their colleagues can continue. On a personal note, I just want to say it feels wonderful to be back here again amongst friends and family.
You missed my speech, naughty.
Okay, let's play.
There's a message that is written, carved out on a tree. Do what you want to do, be what you want to be. If you're trying to be that someone, that others want to see. Then take a look inside and set the real you, set the real you free. And there's a road before us with many hills and bends, but don't seek a destination, for it's a path that never ends. And there's a road before us on which our happiness depends. So take one step at a time, create joy, find peace, make friends.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure to be here once again. Gonna play their goalie, Denis Romanenko. Then I'll try Shishkin and Sergei Strowenko. I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. Yes, I am. Gonna serve some aces to Alexandru Corduanu. Go through the paces with Ion Testamentanu. I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. And Oleg Fist he can, when he's pissed he can. Hope to play much better than when he's sober. And I'll discover that Kulebaba is crap at tennis from November to October. Lebedev, Rogashov, Wiedereff and Spino, they all will follow. Defeat for all these footballers will be a pill they'll have to swallow. 'Cause I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. I have a dream, I'm gonna beat the Moldovan team. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. Thanks for coming along. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you. Woo. Yeah. Good night.